Welcome back to my channel. It's Rene Marcus. Thank you so very much for tuning in, and if you're new to my channel, please do me that favor and press that subscribe button. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So today I decided to talk about 23 things about the Gambia that you must know before you step your feet in the Gambia. So I just think this is going to be a very interesting topic because most of you already know this, some of you don't, and even if you're a Gambian, you might not get to know some of these things. So please make sure that you watch till the end. I'll try and make it as quick as possible and not boring, but enjoy. Guys, Gambia is the smallest country in mainland Africa, entirely surrounded by Senegal except for its Atlantic coast, and only around half of the size of Wales. The entire population is just over 2 million, and with under 400,000 in the largest town, which is Serekunda, rather than the capital itself. If you're visiting from the UK and staying for less than a month, you don't require a visa. As well as malaria tablets, you are advised to have the yellow fever vaccination and also alongside with the hepatitis A. You would also need to check whether you need any other vaccination before you land to the Gambia. If you're flying directly from the UK, you won't need to show a certificate, but it might be requested if you're popping across the border to Senegal. The largest tribe in the Gambia is the Mandinka, along with the Fula and Wolof, all of whom live amazingly together. This does make learning any of the local languages a bit trickier, as you might come across different people that speaks different languages and you might just get things mixed up. Although, as a former British colony, English is widely spoken in the Gambia. So being able to say thank you always goes down well. The main religion in the Gambia is Islam. Around 95% of the population is Muslim and 5% are Christians. When it's December, you get to see a whole lot of different things going on, activities celebrating Christmas with the Christmas trees, Christmas lights, just name it, just like any other Western country. So we live happily together, whether you're Muslim or Christian. There's nothing like, oh, I can't hang around with this person because of their religion. So December is the evidence that we're all the same in the Gambia. So there's nothing like discrimination of religion. In regards to the way we dress, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The women's clothes are fabulously, amazingly beautiful. Full bright colors, fabulous patterns, long close cut skirts and matching tops, strolling elegantly along. So just get ready to see this while you're in the Gambia because we love our dresses. But when it comes to the men, they just like to do it simple by wearing jeans and just a t-shirt or a football top. Men are entitled to have up to 4 wives if all are treated the same. Having 2 is pretty standard in the Gambia, as most Gambian men have 2 or more. Extended families also live together, while 10 children isn't unusual. So the numbers can add up pretty quickly once you add in a few siblings with their wives and children and older relatives. Please beware that multiple wives end only the age-old tradition, as the circumcision still continues we do the circumcision ceremonies for preteen boys, and this is still legal in the Gambia, so it still happens, where then with the ceremony we will basically have the masquerades, the drums, people dancing here and there, and then the kids will then be dressed in a very nice cultural way. So if you come across that, please remember Rene did tell you this. Agriculture is still the biggest contributor to the economy, with groundnuts, watermelon and rice among the country's main crops. But tourism is growing, generating just over 20% of revenue. Guys, most of you already know that Gambia has a 22 years of dictatorship, so politics is still a huge thing in the country, where we still talk about the Yaya Jammeh ruling the country for over 22 years. So the former president eventually left. Now we have a new Gambia, even though we still are facing some issues in the Gambia. So do not feel, oh, I don't want to get involved. Well, it's entirely up to you, but just know that people still talk about politics in the country, and it's absolutely fine, as everyone have freedom of speech, so you can say whatever you want. Guys, this shouldn't be a cultural shock, as you already know that we do not have good roads. Well, we've started and we're getting there. Just give us a little bit more time and we will get there. But most of the times, if you want to travel to, let's say, a village, or maybe travel to Senegal by road, you will experience bumpy rides, as if you're actually on a roller coaster. But this one, it's a bit funner, because guess what, you then get to have free massage on the road, as everything is just so bumpy. So get ready for it. Let this not be a shock. The roads are not perfect, but trust me, you will enjoy it. You will definitely enjoy it. Please comment down below if you've experienced the bumpy roads in Africa, or in Gambia to be specific. So if you're just going to be in Gambia and stay in the beach, guys, what's the point? You are not viewing the beautiful nature. You're not seeing anything. Go beyond Burkama. Do the unexpected that took you to Gambia, what you really wanted to do. Not just sit by the beach and enjoy the wave. No, there's much more in the Gambia, and the only way you can enjoy it, mingle with the locals, ask them to take you places, see how things go in the Gambia. Guys, trust me, you'll be wanting to come back the following year, and that's if you can wait till the next year. The River Gambia was once used for a much darker purpose, transporting slaves to the forts by the coast and onwards across the Atlantic. Over 2 million people, possibly as many as 3 million, may have been taken from this part of Africa over the 3 centuries of the slave trade. The villages of Albreda and Jufure are home to a museum and information center, as well as an old fort where captives were held. Watch out for crocodiles. You can still spot crocodiles in the river too, as well as hippos once you venture further inland. The country is also heaven to bird watchers. So if you're a big fan of bird watching, I think Gambia is one of the best countries in Africa for that, because we have almost 600 different species of birds. Guys, this is just amazing. The forest in the Gambia, it's just the best. Guys, if you haven't been to Makasutu, I think you should. Amazing, beautiful, nice and safe. So if you head into the Makasutu forest, you won't spot a single snake, thanks to the baboons. So snakes don't actually come out at night, because they get caught by the baboons, then get buried alive and kept there for a couple of days, I think around about 3 days, and then the baboons will then come later on and eat, I did repeat, eat, not eat the snakes, but eat the worms. So because by then the snake would have rotten and had worms. So the baboons absolutely love catching the snakes, bury them for 3 days, come back to eat the worms. Guys, monkeys by the beaches have their own particular ways of getting their own lunch too. So what they actually do is that they try to stop the sand crabs by darting back into their bat holes. So what they actually do is block the entrance with their tails. So what would actually happen is that the crabs will then snap onto the tails. So once the monkeys actually grab hold of as many as they can with crabs, they will then bounce off with a whole lot of crabs on their tails. This is how they actually get their lunch. I just thought, you know what, let me just share this with you guys, because this is absolutely amazing how these monkeys get to enjoy their beautiful meals with these crabs. And do you also know that you're more likely to find fish on the menu than crabs? Pack your adapters. It's very important that you know the type of adapter that you will need. But if you don't have it, it's okay. You can still purchase one in the country. Just make sure that you include your adapters. Though you may not need them, 3-pin British plugs are common, although you may run across European 2-pin ones as well. So just bear that in mind. But 3 pins are very common in the Gambia. The good thing, if you're from the UK or within Europe, there is nothing like jet lag. You won't need to reset the clock if you're visiting in the British winter, as Gambia is also on GMT. Guys, just bear it in mind that not every single place actually offers Wi-Fi. What I mean by this is that some restaurants will offer Wi-Fi, so it's always best to ask when you get there or in a hotel. Just ask them, oh, do you guys have Wi-Fi? And then they will say yes, and also ask for the password, because they will then give you the password as well. But do not expect everyone to actually have Wi-Fi available for you. So most hotels will actually advertise the Wi-Fi that they've got Wi-Fi. So once you're actually in a hotel or restaurant, you can just ask for it, the details, and they will give you the password and everything. Guys, it's always best not to wander around with your phone on display in any case. The Gambia is generally a very safe country though, as long as you use your common sense. Gambia is such a beautiful, friendly, family. It's just amazing. Amazing. Everyone is family in the Gambia. Everyone is your friend in the Gambia. So if you're thinking of coming to the Gambia with your children but not sure whether it's actually a safe country to, yes, pack your kids, well, I'm telling you right now, don't look further, because Rene Marcus is telling you, mark my words, my country, it's safe and your kids will absolutely love it. There's nothing to worry about whatsoever. So guys, how was that? Tell me. Start commenting right now because I'm reading. So how was that? Did you really like it? Did you enjoy it? Because I think these information are very important, because you need to know about a specific country before you step your feet. You need to know what to expect, what not to expect, so that you won't have any cultural shock. Especially the crocodiles that you can find in the rivers. Monkeys loving seafood. Well, I guess I'll be fighting with these monkeys because seafood, oh my god, are my everyday thing that I can eat every single day. So guys, anyways, I think I've kept you guys for too long. So thank you so very much for tuning in, and you guys already know I love you all. So goodbye.